This is the TNA Wrestling January 30th, 2025 full show results video which takes place at Techport in San Antonio, Texas. Nick Nemeth cut a promo to address his loss to Joe Hendry on TNA Genesis, saying that Joe Hendry was the better man at Genesis, but he was interrupted by Ryan Nemeth, who told him that Joe Hendry got lucky at TNA Genesis. He says Joe Hendry is a fraud, and 2025 is going to be Nick Nemeth's year. Nick Nemeth said they could be heading for gold, but they were interrupted by First Class, AJ Francis and KC Navarro, who made fun of Nick Nemeth for losing against Hendry. AJ Francis challenged Nick Nemeth for a match, then Nick Nemeth says you interrupted us, and Ryan Nemeth cut Nick Nemeth, and accepts challenge for a tag team match. Santino Marella then booked a match between the Nemeth brothers and First Class for the main event of the night. Ariana Grace was interviewed by Gia Miller, but Tessa Blanchard interrupted and completely hijacked the interview. Blanchard insulted Grace for being gifted everything in her career because of her dad. Ariana Grace becomes sad and leaves, then Blanchard asked Gia for leave, then Blanchard declared she now responds to no one. Zaya Brookside met Cora Jade backstage, but Jade told Brookside she did not care for her and was looking for Masha Slamovich. Brookside and Jade then got into an argument before an army of security guards got in the way. The next match happened between Cora Jade vs. Hyan, and the result of this match was Cora Jade defeated Hyan by pinfall with Jaded. Post-match, Cora Jade starts attacking Hyan, but then comes Zaya Brookside to save Hyan, and Cora immediately leaves the ring. Brookside goes to check Hyan, but Cora then attacks Brookside from behind, and then comes TNA Knockout champion Masha Slamovich to save Brookside. Cora immediately leaves the ring, and both exchange some words to each other. Gia Miller interviewed Wes Lee, Tyson DuPont, and Tyree Ekigwe. Lee said he was going for the NXT World title while DuPont and Ekigwe were going for tag gold before bowing to take the heads of everyone who got in their way. The House of Elegance, Ash by Elegance, Heather by Elegance and the Personal Concierge confronted Santino Marella to demand a rematch for the TNA Knockouts tag titles or they would get the lawyers on Marella, but Spitfire, Danny Luna and Jody Threat then appeared. Marella instead revealed there would be a battle royal next week to crown a new #1 contender for the TNA Knockouts World title next week. The next match happened between Brian Myers vs. Leon Slater, and the result of this match was Brian Myers defeated Leon Slater by pinfall with the roster cut lariat. Steph DeLander and Mance Warner cut a backstage promo and Sami Callihan attacked Mance Warner. Frankie Kazarian met with Leon Slater to try and get him to consider his offer as the trophy carrier, but the System, Brian Myers, Eddie Edwards, Alicia Edwards, JDC and Moose, interrupted to mockingly offer Slater the role of the System's secretary. The Hardys, Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy, appeared to defend Slater before they and Slater challenged the System to a trios match next week. Sami Callihan and Mance Warner brawled from the crowd into the ring area with a chair. Steph DeLander then interrupted to distract Callihan, allowing Warner to catch Callihan with a lariat before striking him with the TNA Digital Media title, then DeLander and Warner then kissed in the center of the ring. Steve Maclin confronted Eric Young as to why he was teaming Josh Alexander, to which Young responded by saying he knew people and knew what he was doing there. Maclin appreciated his transparency but told him he was not liable for what could happen to him. The next match happened between Mustafa Ali vs. Laredo Kid, and the result of this match was Mustafa Ali defeated Laredo Kid by pinfall with the 450 splash. Mustafa Ali cut a promo backstage, but he was confronted by Mike Santana, who said he was not afraid of fighting with him at any point. Mustafa Ali said he would pass on that since he just had a match, but said that someone who was always ready would be willing to take the challenge. The next match happened between Eric Young and Josh Alexander vs. the Northern Armory, Travis Williams and Judas Icarus, and the result of this match was ended in a no contest when Eric Young betrays Josh Alexander by attacking him. Eric Young punched Alexander on the dome, sending Alexander's helmet flying out of the ring. Young, Williams and Icarus then attacked Alexander before Young hit a spike piledriver on Alexander. The next match happened between Wes Lee vs. Ace Austin, and the result of this match was Wes Lee defeated Ace Austin by pinfall with the cardiac kick. Wes Lee, Tyson DuPont and Tyree Ekigwe attacked Ace Austin after the match but the Rascals, Trey Miguel and Zachary Wentz, made the save. TNA World Champion Joe Hendry cut a promo, where he announced he would have a concert next week. In the main event of the show, we saw a match between the Nemeth brothers vs. First Class, and the result of this match was the Nemeth brothers defeated First Class by pinfall with the Danger Zone from Nick Nemeth, followed by a single leg hook from Ryan Nemeth on KC Navarro. The Nemeth brothers celebrates, and the show goes off the air. How much you would rate this week's TNA Wrestling show? Let me know in the comments. Do not forget to subscribe the channel, and thanks for watching the video.